Ooh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This this was exactly my reaction after I saw that movie. Even now, it's like I just finished watching the movie some time ago. Even now, I'm like, what the fuck did I just watch, man? Okay. So if you want to listen to a spoiler filled review for a movie which is a total mindfuck, it is like, oh my goodness. I've never seen a movie like this. If that is the kind of movie you like to watch, horror, diabolically dark, strictly adults, lot of nudity, then you need to watch this movie. I'm giving it a perfect 10 out of 10. If you ask me, in my mind, I'm giving it a 12 out of 10. But I would tell you, be careful. This is not a normal movie. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to start giving you a review. So, it's going to be filled with spoilers. So, only watch this video if you want to hear my opinion about the whole movie. But if you want to see the movie first without knowing what is happening, don't watch this review. Having said that, let's start. Ah, what a movie. Oh, goodness. If you have followed my YouTube channel, you know for a fact that I find it very hard to watch movies. I find it impossibly hard. Like, for example, to give you a shocking example, Deadpool versus Wolverine. I could not watch it more than a few minutes. I found it absolutely boring. Movies like RRR, which is a very famous Indian movie, I've not been able to see it even a few seconds. Okay. So there are a lot of movies which it's very hard to get me to watch a movie. Very, very hard. Unless it's something like unbelievable, like the Avengers, the end Infinity Games, or it is like a thought-provoking drama or something that is totally like amazing masterpiece. Like I can watch Shawshank Redemption, The Green Mile, Tom Hanks movies, like Being Alone on the Island, whatever that was. Um, so yeah, it's very hard for me to watch a movie. Very hard, unless it's really like like even Miss Sloan or something. It should really be a mind fuck. It should be a twister. It should be a documentary. It should be something that, wow, you go like this. So this movie is like mind fuck at the next level. Creativity, the colors in this movie, the characters in this movie, the concept of the movie, it really blew my mind off. I was like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Okay, so you can make out I'm in love with the movie. All right. So what is the movie all about? Okay, I'll just give you, this is where the spoilers is. Okay, so I'll give you the whole gist of it. It's the movie's title is Substance 2024, directed by Coral Coralie Fargeat. I'm very bad with names. Her previous movie is a French movie. It seems Revenge. You need to watch it. Okay. The plot review is Demi Moore, who is playing the character of Elisabeth Sparkle, is a fading Hollywood star, and she resorts to taking a very dangerous drug, very dangerous in the black market, which is supposed to make her look young and youthful, which works, but then has the most grotesque, shocking, blood, flesh, whatever horror filled consequences. Okay. So I will not give you the whole thing because otherwise you'll lose the fun in watching. But I'll tell you something. The concept is very simple. Women are put under so much of pressure by society to look young. Like even if they have the talent, the experience, but if you don't look young, they want you replaced, and it's inevitable. So under this pressure, a lot of women take on surgery. They take on various other, options. They don't have a choice. So in this, she also takes this option for this illegal black market drug, and she takes it in the her toilet, bathroom, which is totally white. The colors and the concepts that were used were more like Matrix. Like when she is walking to that illegal underground clinic, first it's very dirty and dusty and dark and fully mess. And when she goes through a door, which the door is also not opening properly. She has to go under the shutter. It's completely dark. When she finally goes to the clinic, nobody's there, but it's completely white. So amazing use of colors, and even the dance sequences, or the parts which are supposed to be glamorous. The dresses, very bright, neon colored, crazy, crazy. I loved it. Huh? By the way, I loved it, and. Just as you get creative ads that show suddenly big fonts and big messages on the screen, sometimes they break the fourth wall and you feel that they are talking to you. So when the transformation begins is where the shock takes place. She's giving herself the injection, whatever, and you think that, oh, okay, she's just going to, change. But then something happens there in that scene that leaves you like, oh my, whew. Okay. And yes, like I told you, full nudity. Man, their bodies are so incredibly beautiful. The amount of work, the amount of sacrifice, the amount of dieting or fitness or whatever, what perfect bodies they have. Yeah, I have nothing but respect for them. So, yeah, expect frontal nudity, top nudity, side, everything. Okay. The way the transformation takes place is the shocker, the centerpiece of the whole movie. And then what happens is you suddenly have two characters, the older one and the younger one. When the older one is active or consciousness, the younger one is like just lying down like a dead body. But after a few days, she transfers to this female who has to be young for 7 days, max, max. If she goes one day beyond that, there will be very bad consequences. So she does 7 days, then she comes back, 7 days, she comes back. But then what happens? The younger self is totally opposite of the older self. The older self is disciplined, doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, does everything on time, keeps the house clean. The younger one is impulsive, brash, smoking, drinking, fucking, keeps everything a mess. And that is where the most craziest thing takes place. They both are the same person, but then they both start hating each other. And this one doesn't follow the protocol of 7 days. Very soon she starts dealing it because she wants to have sex, or because she wants to meet a boyfriend, or because she gets an offer for a Vogue magazine. Every time she delays, the older one's body gets very badly affected. She, like, bits and pieces of her body start aging like 100 years, like double, and looks so horrifying. And because of this young one's carelessness, impulsiveness, the old one is slowly dying. And now, which one is the real one? Is it the old one? Is it the new one? That is where the clash takes place. And finally, towards the ending, oh, they both hate each other so much. They both hate each other so much. It's quite a scene. Both of, like, the old one wants to terminate this younger one. And the younger one wants to kill the older one. And they actually take revenge. And towards the end, without the old one, the young one cannot survive. But she actually kills her. And she thinks, I am now finished. I don't need her anymore. I can live forever. Oh, that is where she pays the ultimate price. The ultimate price that because this old body was not there, her body actually starts breaking down. It's like a one of those hardcore horror movies where the breakdown is so graphic. You will be like, you'll just be looking like this. And at the end, it's more like a spiritual kind of a thing, more like it leaves you with many questions. 2001 Space Odyssey, it's like it leaves you with, what the fuck did I just watch here? Okay. So, anyway, what stood out about this movie was the movie had a script of 146 pages. Okay. Imagine 146, but the dialogue is only 29 pages. Okay. That is one. So, you can make out that there will be a lot of scenes which no talking is there, just movement, just, eyes are looking and just things are coming and messages on the screen. So it's a very sensory experience of a movie. It's a kind of a movie that I wouldn't blame you if you see it twice. Okay. Character development, Elizabeth is the old, that other female is the new, and they come into their roles. Um, the movie is central to body horror. It is like shock value. And yeah, one other thing, Jane Fonda of the 70s and 80s. So the main program is that where they have to do the exercise. So they show when Demi Moore is there, she wears a single swimsuit, and it's an acceptable sexy look. But when this female comes, she wants to push the envelope where she wears the skimpiest outfit and every movement is more sexualized, hyper sexualized. So where Demi Moore, through her hard work, her ratings were up here, the new version of Demi Moore is like up here. The ratings go through the roof. Um, just the horror scene, the first horror scene, which I told you, where uh, she takes the injection, that itself took 15 days to shoot. It's quite graphic and quite shocking. There is one scene in the movie which is towards the ending where the young Demi Moore becomes a monster because she abuses the injection, the whole system. So she becomes one of the most hideous looking, grotesque monsters. And when the monster is about to die, there's a lot of blood. If you thought you saw blood to a crazy standard like Evil Dead, this one has 21,000 liters of fake blood. It's too much. There's the most challenging scene is towards the end. It's spraying this blood, 21,000 liters of blood, which required precise control, waterproof equipment, and the whole shot was one take. For me, even though that scene was kind of graphic in terms of blood, I would say the giving birth, the scene where the body transformation takes, that for me was shocking. Dennis Quaid is also in that movie. That role was supposed to be given to Ray Liotta, but he died on May 2022. So they gave Dennis Quaid, and he really did a very good job. There is one moment in the movie where he is talking to Demi Moore and he's eating shrimp. So, obviously they can't do it in one take. He had to literally eat 2 kilograms of shrimp just to get the shot correct. So that's another one of his dedication. Just imagine eating 2 kilograms of shrimp. Yeah, it's delicious once. But when you have to eat 2 kgs, that's crazy. Demi Moore contracted shingles and she lost 20 pounds during the shooting. She was very sick, but she kept at it. The movie had an $18 million budget, but it grossed 77, making the directors, it's one of the most highest grossing films, most successful movies commercially. The movie received 5 nominations at the 97 Academy Awards, 5 nominations for the 82nd Golden Globe, including Best Picture, Demi Moore won multiple awards. She definitely deserves, seriously, definitely deserves. She got a Golden Globe Critics' Choice Award, Screen Actors Guild Award. She was also nominated for the Best Actress for the Academy Awards. So overall, what I felt is this was a movie that, fuck man, it's like a whoo, and it's a real issue for women. The challenges that they face in terms of beauty. They have to take Botox. They have to get lip fillers. They have to get surgery. They have to get their hair. This that this movie kind of pushes that to the extreme and shows to what extent a human being, especially a woman, has to go or is prepared to go just to make sure that she doesn't lose out on the attention, the love, the affection, the sex, the importance, the glamour, the glitz of the world, and they show it in the form of a media empire. So for me, if you honestly ask me, this is a must watch movie. Oh, will I watch it again? You can bet your ass I'm going to watch it again. It's unbelievable. I love especially the colors, the way each scene is shown, each room is shown. What a fucking amazing movie. And the fonts and the stuff that goes on the screen. What an amazing concept. I have nothing but good things to say about the movie. And if you're like me who likes a mind fuck of a movie, better watch this. Good, bad, ugly, let me know your thoughts. And if you did watch the movie, or if after you watch the movie, please put down your comments and thoughts down below. I would love to hear what you have to say. And yeah, if there are movies like this, please recommend it. Not just horror, but movies that really give you a mind fuck. Because for me, I love something that makes me think and something that shocks me, surprises me. It's very hard. And this movie kept my attention right from beginning to the end. So anyway, you guys take care. This is me signing off.